Alright, we are back. Got to sort out that starting. Keeps lagging the software. Well, welcome back to Perth Airport. Day 1 of the Australia Live Tour. Here live and free to watch on Noni Aviation New Zealand. Just at the moment we have Singapore Airlines, Airbus A350-900 taxiing out for departure back to Singapore. Saw this one arrive this morning on the last stream. Just pulling up the chat at the moment. OBS isn't wanting to play ball at the moment. That's alright, we'll get that eventually. There's our Airbus A350-900 taxiing down to runway 03. Of course, we saw it arrive just before the A330 MRTT of the Singapore Air Force. Certainly one of the highlights of the last stream. It's actually a lovely warm 17 degrees here in Perth. Channel for Life, Vinnie Banks, Ado. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure having your company. I've got a Boeing 737, it looks like, just on final for runway 03. We'll pan to that one shortly. And a Virgin 73 off of 06. Plenty of aircraft lined up there. Alright, Virgin Australia Boeing 737-800 coming in on 700, sorry, coming in for 03. I believe Virgin Australia are the only operators of the 700 series of the 73 here in Australia. Just gone 2 PM here at Perth. Really looking forward to this departure here. Should be some great sounds coming out of those Trent XWB engines on the A350-900. We'll get head on with the A350 when it makes its way to line up on runway 3. But right now we have a National Jet Express Embraer E190. Very long takeoff roll. I'm sure you'll be able to hear our A350 departure. Just going to hold short for a QANTASlink. Fokker 100. Let's have a look. Very rare to see these planes flying around the world. Plenty of these here at Perth Airport though. Not sure if Singapore Airlines will get out before our next arrival though. Doesn't look like it will. Nice Trent XWB engines there. Our second arrival. Velocity 717 coming in from Adelaide. It's another 737-700. Pretty smooth landing there. So I think Ado was saying that there's a oh no, that's the 737-700 coming behind the Virgin one. Still trying to get the chat up. It is not playing ball right now. Let me see what I can do. So I'll sort it out. After our Airbus A350-900 bound for Singapore. This aircraft flying Singapore 226 on the 5 or so hour flight to Singapore, I believe. The aircraft is registered 9 Victor Sierra Hotel Hotel. I'll be quiet for this one. Let's enjoy the XWB engines together. What a takeoff from the Singapore Airlines A350. Next up for departures, Alliance Airlines, Fokker 100. Just holding short because we'll have another arrival before this one heads out. Certainly is noisy, that's for sure. So here is an Airbus A319, quite a rare newer movement for Perth, coming in from Broome. Bit of a float, but eventually found the runway. See ya. Can't wait to enjoy the sound of this though. Old engines always sound the best. Tell you what, it's been really great being out here at Perth, meeting lots of the local plane spotters, especially with such a rare aircraft like the A330 MRTT that we saw come in the last stream. I've got a video that I'll replay a bit later for those of you who hadn't seen it. Let's have a listen to this though. Should be a rocketing takeoff. what I might try and do today is actually stay out to catch QF33 departure about 7:30 tonight, which I didn't realise it actually until a little while ago is actually the inaugural flight between Perth and Paris Charles de Gaulle. So 2 seconds while I try and pull up the chat. Back shortly. Oh, there we go actually. There we are. Channel for Life tuning in there. Vinny Banks tuning in from Whangarei, North Island, New Zealand. Good to see you go live again, bro. I enjoyed your last tour of Australia and New Zealand. Thank you so much. Your support over the last tour was absolutely incredible, and I look forward to having your company again this time. Unfortunately, it's only really an Australia live tour, as I didn't get to do a stream from Auckland before I left, and won't be able to do one by the time I get back as well, because I get in at about 8:30 p.m. and so then I just want to go home. So Ado also back in the chat. Hello. Gidaminio, I believe it is. Good morning from Lithuania. Welcome down under to Australia. Daniela also tuning in from Prague in the Czech Republic. That's so awesome. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. So yeah, the A319, that's pretty cool to see. Flames Plays, hello, welcome tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Storm Chaser Dave as well. Good afternoon. Absolutely, the Rolls Royce, which I believe power both the Fokker 50, Fokker 100 and A350 that we just saw. That looks like that's the Smithies plane, Kingsford Smith. With another one of the Fokker 50s of Alliance Airlines off of runway 06 here at Perth. Next up, got an arrival on runway 03. Let me pull up some information on this one. Coming in from Melbourne, it's Qantas flight 771, the Boeing 737-800, registered Victor Hotel, Victor Zulu Oscar. QF771 from Melbourne there. Next up, another Q-Link A320. Not often you see Qantas A320s, almost a little bit cursed this looks, as they usually fly the 737. It's very strange to see an A320 for me. They pretty much only fly these A320s out of Perth. And in the background there, you can see a Virgin Australia A320, which is just as cursed, as they pretty much only fly the 737s as well. Except on these fly in, fly out mine routes, for some reason they use the 320s. National Jet Express, not using a jet, the Q400, heading off probably to another mining town. Qantas 1646 on screen, off to Port Hedland, Victor Hotel, Uniform Victor Oscar. We'll zoom right up on this departure, follow it out. And using all 3000 millimeters of zoom there. Alliance Airlines heading for runway 06. Virtual airport and plane spotting. Hello from Mexico. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Must be pretty late where you are. Not 4 o'clock. 2 o'clock here in Perth. It'll be 6 o'clock back home in New Zealand. So what is it? Must be about 11 o'clock for you. But thank you for tuning in. That's for sure. QF33, landing in half an hour. Victor Hotel Zulu November Alpha has the pleasure of operating the inaugural flight all the way to Paris. Apps. Hello Nonny Aviation. Pleasure to have you tuning in over here at Perth. Got a QANTASlink. Fokker 100 there, just going to go and head on to 03. Just being cleared for takeoff. After this departure, I'll tell you about the new giveaway that I have running at the moment. Very excited to share it all with you and give back to the community that's helped build up this channel so much over the last couple of months. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed Batik Air Airbus A320 taxiing in the background. That'll be heading off to Denpasar, aka Bali. And that's the Virgin. There it is. So it'll be coming down to runway 03. Alright. So as I said, we're doing a giveaway. Here you can win some Qantas pajamas Emirates slippers and Emirates Eyemask. I may even throw in a couple of amenity kits from the likes of Latam and Air New Zealand. Very excited to be sharing this with you. Entries are open worldwide. All you need to do is, I will be putting a link in the description to a Google form. All you need to do is fill out the Google form and you'll be in the draw to win. Members can get extra entries though. Economy members get 1 extra entry, Premium Economy 3, Business 5, and First Class members get 7 extra entries. Another way to get an extra entry is to share the post on my Instagram. Link to that is in the description. Virgin Australia 737-800 with the split winglets. Love the look of those winglets there. Coming in from Melbourne as velocity 683. Victor Hotel, Yankee India Victor. I believe this is the one that had a bird strike or a compressor stall or something along those lines departing Queenstown the other week. And behind it departing now is our Batik Air Airbus A320 bound for Denpasar. I'll get you some information on this aircraft after departure. Just getting hit on there as it spins around. The link to the Google form if you want to enter the giveaway is now in the description as well. Alright, that aircraft is flying Batik Air Flight 6008 to Denpasar. It is registered Papa Kilo, Lima Uniform Kilo. Next up is a Jetstar Airbus A320-200. Being followed in by Singapore Airlines Airbus A350-900. Looking forward to that arrival. Virgin departing there. Jetstar here. Singapore on a very short final as well. we go. Singapore Airlines, Airbus A350-900. And just a quick reminder for those of you who haven't already to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so, very much appreciated, helps the stream reach new audiences and grow the channel. Thank you all for your support. Watching at dinner time from Tapuki, great photography, thank you. What is it? Oh, it's 6:30 back in New Zealand. Meanwhile, I've only just had lunch. Very late rotation. This aircraft on screen now, QLink flight 1834 off to Kuala. It's an Airbus A320-200 registered Victor Hotel, Victor Quebec Whiskey. Just lining up on runway 03. Gonna be taking its time before heading off of 03. Potentially just waiting for wake turbulence from the aircraft that just departed before. And they've just been cleared for takeoff. Here we go. Not far away we have a Malaysia Airlines Boeing 737-800. Couple of minutes out, arriving from Kuala Lumpur as Malaysia 125. Let's have a look at some movements from the last stream. Here we have a South African Airbus A340 arrival. So this aircraft is an A340-300 flying South African flight 289 from Johannesburg. Registered Zulu Sierra X-ray Foxtrot. Seen here is the aircraft arriving on runway 06. The reason it arrived on 06 was because 03 was closed for repairs, as it apparently usually is on a Friday morning, unfortunately. Arriving like 2 minutes before the runway opened. Welcome to Perth, South African Airways. And here we were able to get head on with the A340 as well, as it made its way into the gate. OBS is driving me insane. But there another Qantas Fokker 100 departing off of 03. Noticing quite a theme in the airport control towers throughout Australia. Pretty much all looking like this. Perhaps tuning in. Forgot there was a time difference in the Southern Hemisphere. Quite a time difference too. 4 hours between Western Australia and New Zealand. Angus as well. Hi mate from Auckland. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to daylight. I assume it's dark over in Auckland now. looking forward to taking you guys all into the golden hour here at Perth Airport on day one of the Australasia Winter Live Tour. Take it is dark over there. So Malaysia Airlines just turning on to final approach. 2 minutes out. Also about to push back. We have a Virgin Australia Boeing 737-700 off to Kuala, velocity 1727. Malaysia just coming into view at the moment. We'll spin around and have a look in a couple of seconds. This aircraft on screen is the Malaysia Airlines Boeing 737-800 arriving from Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia flight 125 coming in after a 5-hour and 17-minute flight from Kuala Lumpur. This aircraft is registered 9 Mike X-ray Echo. Be taxiing into Terminal 1 here at Perth. Quite a nice livery. Other aircraft out there turning on to finals. Pull up some information on that one. Well, firstly, departing off of runway 06, Qantas Boeing 737-800 bound for Sydney. Qantas flight 650 here. Victor Hotel, Victor Zulu Sierra there. So the next aircraft to arrive is a Dash 8-400 from National Jet Express. It's arriving from Carnarvon, flying ZL 2433 for Rex Airlines. The aircraft is registered Victor Hotel, India Yankee Kilo. No, you're right. Taxiing over to Terminal 3 or Terminal 4. Sounds like another aircraft. A Bombardier Global 7500 private jet off of runway 6. You can pick one of these aircraft up for around 50 million US dollars. No information on that aircraft except for it's a Global 7500 on Flight Radar. It's been blocked. Oh yeah, another one coming in. An Airbus A319 from Lemont. Departed an hour 30 ago. It's just on a short finals into Perth. It's registered Victor Hotel 8 November Papa, operated by Network Aviation for QANTASlink, flying QF1601. And we'll spin around to it very shortly. Alliance Airlines, Fokker 70, just on screen there as well. Taxiing out, most likely for a runway 6 departure. Here we are, here's our Airbus A319 of QANTASlink. A very short Airbus aircraft there, but still not as short as the Airbus A318, of which very few are still flying. Angus saying nice prop. Absolutely, I like the dash 8s. Very nice looking aircraft. Get plenty of them home in Tauranga as well, with Air New Zealand flying the Q300 between Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch. Sounds like another 06 departure. Next in on runway 03 looks to be a Jetstar Airbus A321neo, which it is, arriving from Perth as Jetstar flight 986. Victor Hotel, Oscar Foxtrot, Quebec. I'll be on this flight, or the flight out, tomorrow. And this is the arriving aircraft, and I'll be heading back to Sydney to continue the tour. Here we go. Jetstar A321neo from Sydney. It'll be leaving in about an hour and a half, I think. No, in 1 hour, as Jetstar flight 987. It'll hang a left down here and head into the Qantas terminal. Next off of runway 06 is the Fokker 70 off to Leonora, Victor Hotel, November Uniform Zulu, flying Alliance flight 952. Another aircraft turning on finals for 03. Let's pull up some information on this one. Alliance Airlines Fokker 100 from Onslow, flying Alliance flight 593. Victor Hotel, Foxtrot Kilo Charlie, the registration. Spin around and follow this one in. Very cool looking landing lights on these. Bucket reverses. Nice landing. As it comes up 3 PM here in Perth. And also tuning back in, pleasure to have your company once more. Welcome back. Next in will be a Rex Saab 340 in the special livery, coming in from Albany. and also off of 06. Should be very shortly singing a Q400 from National Jet Express off to Karakara. Or probably Karakara if you're Australian. Victor Hotel 8 Quebec Alpha is the registration. We'll spin around and catch our Saab 340 as it ticks over 2 p.m. Can vacate right and head over to the prop gates. Heading out now. One of the few Virgin Australia Fokker 100s. Victor Hotel Foxtrot November uniform. It's going to be flying velocity 2505 back to Onslow. Kinsaran Aviation. Did I get the MRTT land earlier today? Just joined the stream. I sure did. I do have a video of it somewhere if I don't know. OBS has been playing up on me all day. I'll try get the replay of the landing up on the stream. Otherwise I'll definitely be uploading it to YouTube separately a bit later on. Otherwise, also in the previous stream, if you go on my channel and check out the last stream from this morning, you'll be able to replay the landing there. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Absolutely. Of course I'm still going. I did have a lunch break, but other than that, just kept streaming. Had some great movement, such as the South African A340 and Singapore Air Force Airbus A330 MRTT, which should probably be departing at 8 AM tomorrow morning. So hopefully we'll catch that as well before heading off to Sydney to continue the tour. What else would you rather do on holiday than sit at the airport all day, and live stream some plane spotting. But thank you for tuning back in. Hopefully goes the whole length. No. Just going to, I think that one's Alpha 7. The Virgin Australia Fokker 100. Hanging right and lining up on runway 03. As fortunately, unlike this morning, 03 is now not closed and getting plenty of arrivals right in front of us, which is very nice to see. So this is the Velocity 2505 to Onslow. Another late rotation. Virgin Australia Boeing 737-700. This is the flight to Kuala. Victor Hotel, November Quebec Yankee. You've got the Virgin logo on the inside of the winglets. There you go. Also be heading down, I think, Alpha 7. Not going long. departing into the skies above Perth. Next up, international arrival from Jetstar. Airbus A320 coming in from Denpasar, Bali. Victor Hotel, Victor Quebec Alpha is the registration of this A320-200 flying Jetstar flight 109. Aviation Dirk, hi mate, how are ya? Doing pretty well, thank you. Of course I'm doing well when I'm out here plane spotting. Oh, nice setup that I have, thank you. It's a bit of a pain sometimes, but hey, it's pretty cool though. Always awesome seeing plenty of people out at the airport. Plenty of haze coming out the back of those engines there. Hang right and head over to Terminal 1. Now taxiing out here as well. Alliance Fokker 100 off to Mount Keith. Victor Hotel, Uniform Quebec Alpha. How long am I staying in Perth for? I'll be here until about midday tomorrow, where I'll pack up and then head to the airport to catch Jetstar flight, what was it, 987 over to Sydney. I think it leaves 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Getting a quick final glimpse of the Jetstar 320 in from Bali. There we go. Have a quick look and see what arrivals we have coming in next. Next in looks to be Virgin Australia 737-800 coming in from Sydney. A320 coming in from Darwin. Saw that leave one of the first movements on the last stream. And A320 from Kuala. Not too far away though. Thai Airways flight 481. It's a Boeing 787-8 from Bangkok. Finally, Air New Zealand flight 175 in from Auckland. It's about 40 minutes out as well. That aircraft is leased from Cathay Pacific. but repainted into the Air New Zealand livery and registered Zulu Kilo Oscar Kilo Victor. And that aircraft purely flies to Perth. So that aircraft there, off to Newman. It's Boeing 737-700, velocity 1889. Sounds like there's another departure off of 06. It's an Alliance Airlines Fokker 100 to Mount Keith. Not too sure what's happening with that A320. I think it's been parked up there all day. Leah tuning in. Hello. Glad to see you've tuned into the stream. What camera do you have? I saw that was a 24 to 3000mm. It's the Nikon P1000. It's pretty much perfect for these this live streaming, except it doesn't go too well at night time. So if that's sort of what you're looking at, definitely not the camera to buy. But the zoom is absolutely amazing. And Kim, Kiwi Kim, celebrating 2 months in economy. We'll be in Perth for the first time in October. Can't wait. Absolutely, this is my first time in Perth as well. I'm actually really surprised how warm it is. Like my weather widget this morning was saying 10 degrees. I could see my breath, but it was still warm enough that I could take my jumper off, which is really strange. So it's a different sort of heat. There's the Virgin 737-700. The only airline to fly the 700 variant of the 737 here in Australia. Q-linked Fokker 100, flying Qantas flight 1648, operated by Network Aviation. This aircraft is registered Victor Hotel, November Hotel Papa. off to Port Hedland. Currently on the roll on runway 6, the Qantas Boeing 737-800. This aircraft is bound for Adelaide as Qantas 886 Victor Hotel Victor Zulu Papa, the registration. Yes, big congratulations to Kim on 2 months. My first member, actually. The first member to join up. I have the Nikon D3300 with a 25 to 300mm lens. So I was looking for something good. Then when I was standing next to you, I saw you had a pretty good zoom. Yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend it. It is a pretty small sensor, so if you are looking to take photographs with it, you do actually have to use the zoom to get right up and take the photo, so when you edit it, it doesn't look all grainy and everything else. The good thing is you can take raw images on this one as opposed to just JPEGs, so that's definitely a good bonus with this camera. Still sounds like you've got a pretty good kit though. Alright, so for those who are just tuning in, I have a giveaway running at the moment to give back to all of you wonderful members, people who have been tuning in, supporting the channel, subscribers, whoever you may be. Running a giveaway that you can enter, and you can win some Qantas pajamas, a Emirates Eyemask and slippers. This giveaway is open worldwide, so anyone can enter. Just follow the link in the stream description and fill out the Google form, and you're in the draw to win some PJs, Qantas business class PJs. So definitely recommend entering that. Just there is Velocity 557 coming in from Sydney. It's a 737-800 registered Victor Hotel, Yankee Foxtrot Victor. Must have a look to see when Qantas 33 gets in. It's on the inaugural Perth to Charles de Gaulle, Paris Charles de Gaulle. I think it comes in from Melbourne and then continues on to Paris. Only learnt recently that that is their inaugural flight. Currently over the Great Australian Bight. It's about an hour and a half out at the moment. 787-9 Victor Hotel Zulu November Alpha. So we're keeping an eye out for that one. Arriving at about 5 o'clock. Right, gonna have heaps of arrivals coming your way over the next little while. Next up looks to be Qantas A320 coming in from Darwin. About a minute out now. Kiwi Kim, thank you for tuning in. Awesome. Perth is the port of call for the America's Cup, is it? Thought they're having it over in Spain somewhere this time. But tell you what, it did look like be a great place to have it. Although there hasn't been like any wind here at all today, so perhaps not the best place for it. Dasvid70, nice gig here. Looking forward to seeing QF33 land shortly. Absolutely, I think everyone is. Awesome seeing the 787-9. Oh, okay, so QF33 comes in from Sydney. Yep. So they've got QF5 and QF33 coming from Sydney, and they've just cancelled QF9, which would come in from Melbourne. I think yesterday was the last flight, and so today is now the first Paris flight. In fact, I would have been on QF5 yesterday, but then for some reason they changed the aircraft from a 787 to an A330-300, which had less seats, and so we got bumped off of that one and ended up having to go to Melbourne and then to Perth, which is alright, that's fine. Ended up being a little bit of a diamond in the rough, as we get an extra flight out of it, so hey, who am I to complain? Qantas A320 off of 06 off to Kalgoorlie. Victor Hotel, Victor Quebec Sierra. But I'm going to spin around and get this A320 coming in. Just behind it as well, another A320. Cool little cross. I'll have to check up on our Thai 787-8. Should be arriving soon after. Yes, so the Thai 787, 20 minutes out at the moment. The next arrival, so that one was coming in from Darwin as Qantas 1629. Next one, currently on a short final as well, from Kuala, Qantas 1831, Victor Hotel, Juliet, Quebec Golf. Just a reminder to those of you who haven't already, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Your support is free and is very much appreciated. Helps promote the video to other viewers as well. YouTube algorithm likes it when people like the stream. So your support will be very much appreciated. Qantas 1831 here. A320-200. Get more A320s from Qantas than 737s here in Perth. It's very strange. So these A320s would have originally operated for Jetstar before Qantas taking them over. The A319s that are operated by QANTASlink used to fly for Spirit Airlines, and apparently kind of awful, to be honest. They've done about 60,000 hours, whereas these ones would have done about 40,000. So 60,000 hours is quite a lot for an aircraft. So Spirit Airlines certainly used them well. So looks like that Virgin A320 is pushed back. Not showing on the radar though. But also pushed back is Virgin Australia flight 562. It's off to Sydney and is being operated by the split winglet 737-800 Victor Hotel Yankee India Victor, which I believe was the aircraft that had a bird strike or a compressor stall taking off out of Queenstown the other week. JKB, hey from Brisbane, hello, welcome. Dasvid70, nice touchdown for the Q-Link. How long do you folks stream for? It's a one-man show, and I'll be streaming here about 5:30 or so. I don't think I'd actually be allowed to stay here for QF33, as this public plane spotting area gets locked up at about 5:30, I think. So yeah, see how we go. I just have to actually double check what time this closes. Closes at 5:30 PM. I'll just double check also what time we're expecting our Airbus A380s from Emirates and Qatar. Be pretty cool to see the Qatar Airbus A380 here in Perth. And there's our split winglet 737 taxiing in front of us there. So the Emirates A380 due in at 5:48. Qatar not till 7. Might be pushing it for the Emirates, I'd say. Does take me about half an hour to pack up the setup. So the arrival of QF33 may end up having to be the last movement of the stream in about an hour and a half. Yeah, it's so strange. I'm not too sure why they would close it, but there's massive gates at the entrance to the car park, and Perth Airport also notified me that the viewing area closes at 5:30 and only opens at 7:32, which could definitely play a bit of a nuisance. That's alright. Fix Pacifica, hello from San Francisco. Thank you for tuning in. Pleasure having your company. Let's spin around and see this Qantas Boeing 737-800 coming in from Melbourne as Qantas 773. Smooth landing there. Very nicely done. Looks like the Airbus A320 is going full, so this will be a great departure to witness. $737, unfortunately not coming anywhere near us. But if we pan around far enough, eventually, there we go. Virgin Australia, Airbus A320, taxiing the full length of runway 03. Should be a nice departure here. It's going to be lining up here, so we'll get a nice head-on shot of the Virgin Australia Airbus A320-200. I'll be quiet for this one. This should sound really nice. That aircraft's still not showing. Oh, there it is. It wasn't shown on the radar. Off to Port Hedland as velocity 1845. Victor Hotel, Victor Kilo, Quebec. Spin around now for another arrival. As I said, we're going to get pretty busy here at Perth. Looking forward to a nice afternoon heading into the evening of plane spotting. In from Leinster It's a Fokker 70 operated by Alliance Airlines. Victor Hotel, November, Kilo uniform. Wendy, hi from the UK, just found your channel. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome down under to Australia, here at Perth Airport. Pleasure having your company on, what is it, Friday morning for you? Welcome to the show. Looking forward to a great afternoon of plane spotting action here at Perth. Dean, nice footage and thanks for all the extra background info. Great vantage point there by the looks. I know, it's a great area to look out on to the airfield. Apparently it's really the only spot where you get a good view of the runway, which is actually quite sad. But, you know, if there was going to be one spot, I'd definitely pick this location. Thank you for tuning in. South Africa A340. Yes, it landed at about 12 PM, 20 minutes ahead of schedule. It's in the last stream and I'll try and pull up the replay of its landing. But currently coming in we have a Qantas Boeing 737-800 from Sydney. And 2 aircraft as well just behind it coming in. Qantas flight 649. The 4-hour and 44-minute flight from Sydney, operated by the 737-800, registered Victor Hotel, Victor X-Ray Mike. It's been a pretty constant flow of people here at the lookout. Usually about 30 or so people actually around here, just constantly, since about 9 o'clock this morning. Sounds like a QANTASlink Fokker 100. Be making its way to Alpha 7 for a departure off of 03. Haps saying the image is really clear. Awesome, fantastic. The Hobart Aviation fan, evening from Tassie. Welcome, welcome. I should have your company. Showing you some different airports from across Australia. Here we are. This is a new airline for me. Air North. It's an Embraer E170. I think it might be the first time I've seen one of these as well. Coming in from Alice Springs. Air North flight 362. Registered Victor Hotel, Sierra Whiskey Oscar. Great landing from the Embraer 170LR from Darwin to Alice Springs to Perth. Time for the Fokker 70 now of QANTASlink, not 70, a 100. Heading off to Paraburdoo, if I can even pronounce that right. Probably not. I have a lot of angry Australians in the chat telling me I've been pronouncing things wrong. Quite a nice looking plane with the engines at the back and a T-tail. Victor Hotel, November Hotel Victor. Q-Link Fokker 100 there, departing on day 1 of the Australasia Winter Live Tour. Next in, Thai Airways Boeing 787-8 coming in from Bangkok as Thai Airways Flight 481, registered Hotel Sierra Tango Quebec Tango Quebec Echo. We'll vacate to the right and taxi over to Terminal 1, the international terminal here at Perth International Airport. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I do crazy live tours where I do days non-stop of plane spotting at various airports across the world. So this time we're streaming at Perth, Sydney and Melbourne here in Australia. And for those of you who have just tuned in as well, I'm running a giveaway. You can win a set of QANTAS pyjamas, Emirates slippers and an eye mask as well, so you get fully kitted out in airline sleepwear. So to enter that, you click on the Google form in the video description, fill it out and you'll be in to win. To get bonus entries, what you can do is you can share the post that I've put on my Instagram. The link to that is also in the description. Put that on your story, tag my Instagram as well so I know that you've done it. and then that's an extra entry. Members also get an extra entry. Economy members get 1 extra entry. Premium economy 3, business 5, and first class gets 7 extra entries. So I definitely recommend entering that one. And it looks like our next arrival is the Boeing 777-300ER in New Zealand, flight 175, the non-stop from Auckland. It's about a 7-hour flight from back home in New Zealand. It's operated by the leased aircraft from Cathay Pacific, registered Zulu Kilo, Oscar Kilo Victor. Let's follow this one the whole way in and enjoy it. The G90 engines should sound pretty good. Brilliant landing there. This aircraft, Zulu Kilo Oscar Kilo Victor, purely services the Auckland to Perth route. Just like the Thai 78, it'll vacate right and head over to Terminal 1. Great sounds from that 777 coming in there. Looks like Malaysia Airlines Boeing 737-800 has pushed back and is now beginning its taxi. It'll come down to runway 03, head off to Kuala Lumpur. Next in though, a de Havilland Q100, a Dash 8 100. It'll be my first time spotting one of these tiny little aircraft, where the engine is pretty much the same length as the fuselage. So have a look at this one from Maroomba Airlines coming in from Geraldton. Victor Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Delta. We all really like our props here on the channel, so it's great to see them here in Perth. Nice landing onto 03 here at Perth. So here's our 737-800 movement from Malaysia Airlines. Came in earlier in the stream and now heading out. Tally tuning in, Dashy. We do like a good old Dashy, don't we? My replay feature still doesn't want to bring up the footage of the Singapore A330 MRTT that arrived earlier in the day. But that's alright, it'll be uploaded separately to YouTube in its own video. So here's a regional express, aka Rex Saab 340B in a special livery, lining up on 03. So I expect the Malaysia 73 to come all the way down to the end of 03, and we should get a great view, some nice sound of it departing. But currently coming in, Skipper's Aviation Fokker 100, Victor Hotel, X-Ray Kilo Mike. New airline for me today. Nice bucket reverses. Alright. Our Malaysia 73 is going long. Definitely look forward to this departure. QANTAS. QANTAS or Jetstar? Is that really a question? Is it really? Of course it's got to be QANTAS. No one would prefer a budget airline compared to a full service. Like saying, would you rather Scoot or Singapore Airlines? There's really only one answer to that, isn't there? And judging by the username, I might have picked the right decision, picked the right option. Very nice looking Boeing 737-800 from Malaysia Airlines. Let's pull up some information on this aircraft before our next arrival. It is a 737-800, registered 9 Mike X-Ray Echo. We'll be flying Malaysia Flight 124 to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Came in as was it Malaysia 125. So the next arrival is a bit of a smaller one to what we're used to. A Cessna 441 Conquest, operated by Western Sky Australia. Cool view of some aircraft in the background. Alright. Pan back around and get a view of our Malaysian 737, which should be cleared to line up and take off straight away without any delays. So that aircraft that we saw whiz past in the background was a Virgin Australia Airbus A320-200 from Kalgoorlie. Victor Hotel, Victor November Bravo. Head on with the Malaysia Airlines 737-800. I'll be quiet for this takeoff. Should be some good sound. Heading back to Malaysia there. Next arrival on short final is the Virgin Australia A320 from Kalgoorlie. Velocity 1858. Victor November Bravo is the registration. So for those of you who are just joined in the stream, if you want to get yourself in the draw to win some Qantas business class pyjamas along with Emirates slippers and Eyemask, follow the link in the description. Takes you to fill out a Google form, then you're in the draw to win. The entry is open to anyone worldwide, so be sure to fill out the form, subscribe to the channel, and you are in the draw. If you want a bonus entry, head over to my Instagram at Nonny Aviation New Zealand 1. The link is in the description as well. And head to my latest post, repost it on your story, tag me in the story, and you're in for an extra entry. Members also get extra entries as well. Now that is a better question, and I'm probably going to say Qantas. I would say if it's a choice between a Qantas 737 Trans-Tasman or an Air New Zealand A320neo, I would have to pick Air New Zealand, just because the plane's so much nicer. But if it's between Air New Zealand 787 in business class or a Qantas 787 in business class, I'd probably pick the Qantas one. Has a much nicer seat, and really I cannot fault the service of either airline, so it really just comes down to the hard product for me. The meals, of course, are both very nice, and Qantas I often find to be cheaper than Air New Zealand, more often than not. Gee, I wonder why you think that. Picking Qantas, eh? Neil! Hello, Harry. G'day, welcome. Pleasure having your company this afternoon from Perth Airport. Welcome to the show. Coming in now, we have a Batik Air Boeing 737 MAX 8 arriving from Kuala Lumpur, and it'll continue onwards to Auckland tonight. It'll be arriving in about 3 minutes or so. Before that, we'll have a QANTASlink Fokker 100 in from Onslow. And then after the MAX 8, we'll have National Jet Express's special livery. Not really a special livery, it just didn't get painted after arriving from Eyemask Airlines Bolivia. Operated by National Jet Express there. And a Qantas 737-800 shortly behind that. An update on our Qantas Flight 33, the inaugural flight from Sydney to Perth to Paris Charles de Gaulle. It's currently 54 minutes out, so we look to see that arrive right on about 5 o'clock. That'll most likely, unfortunately, be the last movement for the stream, as this spot closes at 5:30, and it takes me about half an hour to pack up my gear. So very shortly we'll pan around and have a look at the Qantas Fokker 100. Neil! Joining in as a business class member. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Putting yourself up there to get 5 extra entries into the giveaway as well. You still have to fill out the form, but I'll add on 5 extra entries as well. Welcome, welcome. So one of the perks is getting a dedicated movement. So I'm reckoning that the Batik Air 737 MAX arrival from Kuala Lumpur heading onwards to Auckland, that one will be dedicated to you, Neil. Thank you so much for that. And yes, good luck for the giveaway. I do need to add in a couple of more emojis though, that's for sure. I'll work on that when I have some spare time, maybe tonight. QANTASlink Fokker 100 arriving from Onslow. Saw it depart earlier on in the stream. Victor Hotel, November Papa uniform. Very, very much appreciated, Neil. Actually haven't been to Perth Airport plane spotting. Well, neither have I until today. So I arrived on QANTAS yesterday. And I'll be plane spotting here tomorrow morning as well before heading to Sydney to continue the tour. It's actually quite a cool little airport. Well, not really little. It's quite a cool airport to plane spot at. Really like the vantage point you get up here. And it's also one of the few airports you get a regular Airbus A340-300 service. The only one in Oceania. The only airport to get a regular A340-300 service. We saw that one arrive in the last stream from South African Airways. Of course, Hamish is goated. We love Hamish from Christchurch. Daz saying, yes, for sure, you need a custard duck. I'm not too sure what you mean there by a custard duck. You'll have to let me know. My home base is Tauranga Airport. It's about a 30-minute flight from Auckland in the North Island of New Zealand. Small little regional airport. Mainly gets ATRs, Q300s from Air New Zealand. And also has quite a few warbirds as well, which is a nice highlight. Did actually stream the air show at the beginning of... It's the beginning of this year. Yeah, beginning of this year. I had the Tauranga Air Show live streamed that from the control tower. So it's definitely worth the watch if you have the time after the stream. Off in the distance is the Batik Air Boeing 737 MAX 8 dedicated to Neil for joining up there in business class. This aircraft is flying MXD flight 195. 737 MAX 8 registered 9 Mike Lima Romeo Hotel. Arriving from Kuala Lumpur, and then will then head on to Auckland. So this one's dedicated to you, Neil. A very nice landing there. I'm interested to hear what people's thoughts are on the livery that Batik Air has. It's quite an interesting one. Sort of burgundy type tail. Cool design. So thank you, Neil, for your support, and welcome to business class. Daz, oh wow, yeah, I have actually travelled quite a bit. Was meant to be on the QF5 last night, getting in at about 2:30 AM New Zealand time, but thankfully a bit of a diamond in the rough. It was changed to an A330 and we got bumped off, so got flights via Melbourne. So I had Auckland to Sydney, Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Perth. Got in at a much nicer time, about 8 PM New Zealand time. Travelled quite a bit to get here, absolutely. No worries, Neil. Did hear that Batik Air is cancelling the service from Perth to Auckland. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. They're definitely the cheapest option if you're willing to go 7 hours on a 737 MAX or a 737-800. They operate both. It's quite interesting how they're actually cancelling the whole service instead of just reducing their services, because they actually do twice daily into Auckland. But I hear they're promising something else too. Custard duck, Singapore, with what looks like gold or yellow duck on the tail. Ah, yes, yes. That makes sense. There is a Singapore A350 here somewhere. I'll have to check on when it's departing. So Thai Airways 787's due out at 4:50. Singapore's due out at 5:10. Oh, maybe we'll have to stay for that one. I'll see how we go. If it hasn't shown up on the radar by about 5:10, then we'll cut the stream off there. That's alright, still plenty more action to come over the next hour. Would I ever do a Fiji 737 MAX review? Absolutely. Look, if they offered me a flight to Fiji, absolutely. I don't think I would head there for plane spotting, because there's not quite enough movements in Fiji. However, if I do go somewhere else on my QANTAS points, somewhere in America or Asia, then the cheapest option is to go via Fiji. So definitely consider doing that. Here's our special livery National Jet Express E190. This aircraft came from Eyemask, Bolivia, and I believe is yet to be repainted. If they're actually going to repaint it, that is. Quick drinks break, I'll be right back. Oh, the perks of a one-man show, eh? Next arrival is a Qantas Boeing 737-800 coming in from Perth as Qantas Flight 937. Victor Hotel, X-Ray Zulu Mike. Bit of a strange landing there. Floated and then double bounce. It's It'll vacate to the left and head over to the QANTAS terminal here at Perth. Thank you for tuning in on this bit overcast Friday afternoon here in Perth. Starting to get a little bit tired as it's 20 past 8 at home. But that's alright, we'll be out here till a bit after 5 PM here at Perth. William saying Hamish is not goated, but you lied. Definitely goated. You'll make the QF33, it's due in at 16:55. Yes, make the arrival from Sydney, but not the departure off to Paris. Nice, maybe there'll be a water salute for the arrival if they get excited. Probably not. But hey, you can hope. Next in is Airlink flight 727, ATR 72-500 from Mount Holland. Shortly followed by a Fokker 100 of Virgin Australia from West Angeles, the knockoff of Los Angeles. So we'll pan around to the ATR very shortly. Jorsham's Aviation, just behind me. I've got a headset if you want to come and say hi. I'll just plug it in. Oh, thank you. Grab it up. Try not to miss the ATR. Yeah, I can chuck that on if you want. Alright, we'll follow this ATR 72-500 in first. Airlink from Mount Holland. Yeah. Right, well, we got a bit of time. Should we bring the camera around, say hi to everyone?
Sure.
There we are. Get that set up. Right, there we go.
Ah, it's gonna fall.
It's a bit of a short cable.
Yeah.
So, announce yourself. Who are you?
Jorsham's Aviation. I've like 835 subscribers.
Oh wow, so do you do plane spotting?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm here.
So you're Perth local? Fantastic. What's your favourite movement here at Perth?
Probably Air New Zealand.
Really?
Because since they use the 777, it's really nice to see a 777 in the daytime. Because Cathay Pacific operates at night time. It's annoying.
Yeah, that's true. Love the 777, don't you? It's a great aircraft. Did you see the A330 from the Singapore Air Force?
Yeah, it flew over
Yeah.
my house.
Oh,
Video.
awesome.
It's really cool.
Awesome. That'll be up on your YouTube channel, I suppose. Awesome.
It is, yeah.
Jorsham's Aviation, everyone. We'll spin around and catch this. What's this? Fokker 100.
Alliance or something. Is that Alliance? I reckon. It's probably not. It's Virgin Australia.
Yeah, do you want to do some of the details on this aircraft?
Sure. Virgin Australia Fokker 100. It says it's on the ground. Flight radar, bit off. West Angeles. Never heard of that place. Somewhere in the mines.
Alright, what have we got coming in next?
This Virgin Australia Boeing 737-700 from Kudari Mine or something. I do not know how to read this.
I don't think I'd be able to pronounce that one either, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll just move that one in a bit closer
Okay.
so I can hear you properly.
Nice when the Max 8 comes with Virgin Australia. They're quite
Yeah.
loud when they take off.
It's also not many of the Virgin Australia ones either. It's always nice to see.
800 is probably the most common 737. Comes
Yeah.
into Perth.
Hap saying full schedule of plane deliveries over the next week. Really? For full schedule of plane deliveries on the streams over the next week, absolutely. G'day Neil and Dazvid saying hello. What type of video equipment are you running? Sensors, Super City, awesome zoom. Yeah, it's the Nikon P1000 super zoom camera, 3000 millimeters of zoom,
Lucky.
and as you'd expect, a pretty good stabilization system on a Surui SH25 fluid head tripod. Definitely helps keep it steady as well. Just want to move your mic in like really close.
Like this?
Yeah, that sounds a bit better. Because they've been saying just to make you a little bit louder.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Where do you get all this stuff? I spot with an iPad and it's terrible. It's
Well,
good camera.
I definitely recommend investing in a camera.
Yeah, probably should. Expensive though.
That's true. I think this one you could get it for probably about 1,000 Australian dollars.
I thought it'd be more.
No,
3,000 or
it's actually really good for the price.
I know nothing about cameras. All I know is that they're better than iPads.
That's pretty good thing to know, I reckon. How far away is our 737?
Oh, there, right on fine. It's like 5 nautical miles.
Cool. Oh, there it is. Just
Oh yeah, about to turn. There.
coming in on finals.
Where's this scoot coming? 22 minutes. And QF33, when's that coming?
The hell's
31.
some
okay.
sort of what is that? Some sort of rat
Numbat
or
or something, yeah. I saw that before.
what is it?
Numbat, I think.
Ah,
I do not know.
just hiding down there, just gone off the screen. Haven't actually showed you guys around this little viewing area here at Perth. There's actually quite a lot of people, so I don't really want to film people. But around over here, it's quite a nice area with a bit of red rock down here. Elevated platform and a brilliant view.
You're lucky today, it's runway 03.
Yeah, well, it wasn't this morning, it was actually closed.
Oh yeah, 'cause they're doing works down here, I think.
Yeah,
Making another
apparently
runway.
it's a Friday thing.
Yeah, when they land there, they're
Yeah.
I think 24 and 06.
So unfortunately the South African A340
Yeah.
was about 2 minutes too early to get on runway 03.
Oh no.
So here's our 737 from Virgin Australia, the Dash 700.
VHNBP. Such a small variant of the 737.
Looks so strange sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Super smooth landing though.
Be cool to see a classic 737 here, like a 400 or a 300.
I think you do get those at night, the freighter versions.
Oh yeah, like, the toll or whatever it's called.
Yeah, those ones. But they'll come
Sometimes My Indo Airlines. That's what it's called. Sometimes they come from Jakarta.
Wicked.
Oh, QANTASlink A319 Perth Geraldton gonna come down here.
Oh, perfect. It's actually really cool seeing the A319s. I haven't seen them before.
I think I saw one 2 days ago. They're quite cool. Like, they look so weird compared to the A320.
Just imagine seeing an A318, eh?
That would be crazy. I reckon maybe you could see a corporate jet. That's the only type of one that would come to Perth.
Yeah, that's true.
Extremely rare. Okay, that will turn off somewhere. Not come straight down here. And see the lights.
Pan around and have a look at this Airbus A319. There's the tail there.
Yeah, turning off.
It's unfortunate not coming for a full-length departure.
QANTASlink Fokker 100. Really loud. Oh, yep.
Definitely recommend going to see the 747s there in Sydney. Heaps of them. And we're back. For some reason, OBS just decided that it had enough. But we're back. We're fine now. Weather widget says it's sunny. Not too sure where it's getting that from.
Yeah, here comes that Fokker 100 over there.
Oh yes, is that
Kuala. Where is it? Sometimes the Fokker 100s do like full length takeoffs and they come down here. Sometimes.
Desmond's saying looks like you have a portable Jenny. Like a generator. So I've got 3 pretty massive power banks. Second one's gone flat already. Gone through 2 huge power banks, and my laptop just soaks up the power like there's no tomorrow. It's absolutely bonkers. So I have to probably... Oh yeah, it's only just gone flat in the last minute or so. So probably have to plug it into another battery. What's that coming down the taxiway?
Yeah, that Fokker 100, but it's Karratha, QANTASlink.
What's the registration of it?
CVHNHN. No, it's turning off there. Damn.
November Hotel November, is it? Nikon. Yeah, there's people that love Nikon and then people that hate it. It's quite strange. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I would much rather have a Canon system, but the camera's just so good, perfect for what I need it for.
Oh, here, finally, Virgin Australia 737 MAX 8 from Brisbane.
Oh, wicked. That's that one here?
Yeah.
Alright. Virgin MAX 8 time. In from Brisbane. What's the registration here?
VH8IF. Weird to see numbers
8
in.
India Foxtrot.
Weird to see numbers. It's kind of cool. That's what that Fokker was waiting for. Oh, yes. Oh, next arrival will be the Scoot 7878 Dreamliner. No
Dash
idea.
8, is it?
Oh yeah, Dash 8, yeah. Sorry.
Cool. Not the Dash 9.
Used to saying the Dash 9 because they used to operate the Dash 9 in like this time. They switched to Dash 8.
Must be a winter thing, perhaps.
Dash 8's still nice though.
Yeah, it's a 7.8. G'day. I am. Who are you? Oh, welcome. Oh, that's alright. Pretty awesome though. It is? It's a bit of a monster thing to film with. Pain when you're trying to carry it around places. Incredible zoom. Oh no. Not great when you're at a big airport like this, I suppose. Ah, more exciting than my home airport, that's for sure. Tauranga, it's a small regional airport in New Zealand. It gets Q300s and ATRs. That's it. They probably fall asleep, don't they? Coming from Sydney. Hey, you get an A340-300. That's pretty awesome. Really? Yeah. It's pretty good. Even though I've seen the A330 MRTT, I've got to say the A340. Definitely the favourite thing I've seen. Well, yeah, didn't even see it fly over or anything.
I saw it from very, very far away.
You'd be gutted, wouldn't you?
And since the F-16s have arrived in the have
Oh, okay. Yep. So that's what the MRTT was refueling, is it? Those F-16s. Monday. Oh damn. So I'm not here on Monday.
I think it will take off and leave sometime to do air-to-air
Yeah.
refueling to the F-16s and arrive.
Okay. So I was hearing some things that I could be lucky enough to see it depart 8 AM tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed we'll see it on the stream tomorrow morning. Ali saying the Scoot 787 on finals. Somewhere off in the distance.
Some airlines here that I've never seen before.
Oh yeah, some of the smaller regional ones like Skippers, Alliance. Oh, I've seen them before in Brisbane.
Yeah, it's just bonkers here.
South African, I hadn't seen that before.
We're really
Nexus.
lucky with that one.
Yeah, that's so lucky.
It's the only one left in the whole world, the South African one specifically.
Yeah, I wonder if... Oh, there's a couple flying in Europe, I think, the A340s.
Yeah, there's only one South
very lucky to. Well, what else do they do have the A350s, don't they? South African.
They don't fly.
Yeah. Jetstar A321 Neo off of runway 6. Where's that one headed to?
To Sydney, actually.
Oh, right, that's my flight tomorrow there.
Really?
Jetstar 987 heading back to Sydney.
Where are you going from Sydney? Back home?
No, Sydney for a couple of days, then on to Melbourne, then home. Yeah, it's wicked.
I've never left the country.
Really?
I've never been on a plane.
Never been on a plane. Oh, jeez. You're gonna love it. Love it.
Going next year though to Airport.
Oh, wicked. So you catch
Either Rex or
oh yeah, Rex. Although they fly at a stupid time though.
Red Eye.
Yeah, red eye flight.
Rex 737.
Yeah. I was actually looking at catching that one back to Sydney via Melbourne. But
Still really new.
yeah. Yeah, but that flight's sold out, I think, and so I had to catch that Jetstar flight, which actually is a better time anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. Where's this one?
Jetstar, Airbus A320 heading to Denpasar.
Off to
And-
Bali?
Yeah. Scoot's coming now though. Scoot's on final.
I might be back in 7 minutes.
Cool.
Can't see the Scoot from here. Appear from behind the trees soon though.
Yeah. Yep. See some lights trying to flicker through.
Is that the Denpasar one? Oh.
Which one's the one off of runway 6? Something
6.
leaving?
Oh yeah. QANTAS 737-800 going to Melbourne. QF780. Oh, yep. Can see the Scoot coming. You can see some lights. Just barely from that tree.
Spin around, have a look at it shortly.
Wait, be right back. I'm gonna get my iPad. I'm gonna film.
Yep, that's cool. That's right. So our Scoot Arrival, flying flight TR8. It's a Boeing 787-8, registered 9 of Victor, Oscar Foxtrot Charlie. 787-8 Dreamliner, after the 4.5-hour flight from Singapore. About the same length as a Perth-Sydney flight as well. Yep, the mango pancakes, affectionately known as. On Sid Squad, they call it that, yeah. When you turn the camera around, you could see your table. Could you see my little table? There is a little bench behind me. I've got my table just to the left of the camera here, holding all my laptop and everything else. Podquad is saying Nikon is the best. I don't know. It's alright. It's alright. It's pretty good. Alright, let's have a listen to this. 787-8 in from Singapore. Mango pancakes. Great sound coming out of the engines there. TR8. Dasvid 70 will be doing some streaming from Sydney, yes. On, was it Sunday and Monday? You can look forward to some streams from Sydney. Going from end of curfew till about sunset. And then heading to Melbourne, doing a bit of streaming in Melbourne. And then on the last stream in Melbourne on the Wednesday, we'll be announcing the giveaway winner. So be sure you chuck yourself in there to win some Qantas PJs. Just click the link in the description. Takes you to fill out a Google form. And once you've filled out that Google form, submit it, and you're in the draw to win some Qantas PJs, Emirates slippers, and Emirates Eyemask. The colour of calf poo. We'll drop in and say g'day when you're in Sydney. Awesome, look forward to it. Always like meeting the viewers when I head around the place. Oh, there you go. See just how short the 787-8 is there on that angle. Captain Josh, can't wait for the A380. I don't know if I'll be able to be out here for the A380 arrival here in Perth. Scheduled to get in at 5:30. This location closes at 5:30. It takes me a little while to pack up. So unless it's early, we won't be able to see it, unfortunately. But we'll be able to see it in Sydney on Sunday. Currently due in at 5:48. I don't think we'll be able to see the Emirates A380 this time, unfortunately. Alright, off in the distance we have a Jetstar Airbus A321neo. Jetstar flight 984 coming in from Adelaide. Neil saying I am looking forward to seeing your Melbourne live stream. Do go to the Melbourne airport for plane spotting. Yeah, it's a pretty good airport there in Melbourne. Do enjoy live streaming from there up in the T4 car park. Let's pan around and have a look. Jetstar 984 A321neo from Adelaide. Victor Hotel Oscar Yankee Delta. A 3 hour and 3 minute flight from Adelaide. Virgin Australia 737-800 on screen. Next to depart, heading to Melbourne is Velocity 692. Victor Hotel Yankee Foxtrot Victor. It'll get in before another 737-800 of Virgin Australia from Sydney as Velocity 559. Also making its way down Alpha is a 737-800 of QANTAS. Heading off to Sydney as QANTAS 652. See the runway lights coming on as it approaches sunset. No, that one's not heading off of 03, it's heading off of 06. And I doubt the QANTAS 737 will be going the full length because there's a airport truck. So that means it'll be going off of Alpha 9, I think it is. Velocity 559 is the next arrival. Spin around and have a look at this one. Victor Hotel, Yankee Foxtrot Charlie. The aircraft arriving from Sydney. Another one in the background. There's the QANTAS 73. So that aircraft that we saw in the background of the arriving 73 is another 73 a Dash 800 from Melbourne, Virgin Australia. Looks like the QANTAS 737-800 here will have to hold short for that arrival. Let's have a little look, see where our QANTAS flight 33 is at. It's descending through 11,000 feet, Sydney to Perth, before continuing on the inaugural flight, heading off to Paris Charles de Gaulle. So I look forward to seeing the arrival. Virgin 73 departure here. Heading off to Melbourne, velocity 692. And this one, in from Melbourne, velocity 687. Victor Hotel, Victor Uniform Zulu, the registration here. The weather widget still adamant that it's sunny, even though it hasn't been sunny since about 8 o'clock this morning. I think it's probably cooled off from 17 degrees as well. Lining up now. Qantas 652 off to Sydney. Victor Hotel, Victor X-Ray Mike. Get back to the chat after this departure. Just gonna bump up the ISO a little bit. Getting a bit dark. That's a bit better. Alright, just playing crazy, tuning in. Where are you going to be streaming it from in Sydney? Oh, all over the place. Hopefully I'll do one up the P6 car park. Get one at the Nigel Love Bridge over your head. And also from the P3 car park. I personally think Ship's Mound is a little bit overrated. You can't actually see the whole runway, which is definitely a downside. So hopefully the weather's good. We'll be able to get to the Nigel Love Bridge, and top of the P3 car park would be really nice. Getting the arrivals into 16 left, right over my head. Next departure off of runway 06, off to Broome, A320. Dazvid, thanks for a great stream. Look forward to seeing you in Sydney. No worries, assume you're heading off now, so thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for your support, it's really awesome. There's our A320 QANTASlink, operated by Network Aviation, heading to Broome. Another one of the small outback towns, Western Australia. Time for another Air North arrival from somewhere. An E175. Another one of the airlines I hadn't seen until today. Coming in from Mangalalu Truscott. Quite the name to pronounce. Numbria E170 LR registered Victor Hotel Alpha November Oscar. Vacating to the left there. Sebastian, good morning from far away in Switzerland. Love to see your stream from European airports. Lots of A340 still flying around here. That's also, that's very tempting. That's a pretty good offer. Was it Edelweiss? Something like that. Definitely pronounced it wrong. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but I know they still fly the A340 300s, I think. So definitely tempting to head over there. Neil, actually surprised that the viewing area closes at 5:30. Yeah, I have no idea why it does that. Of all things, why would you close the viewing area? Like, there's a perfectly secure fence right in front of us. It's not like you can just walk onto the airfield. So I've got no idea why they close it. Got a Beechcraft 1900C here. Another aircraft I hadn't seen before until today. In New Zealand used to operate the 1900D. This one, the 1900C, in from CUE. Victor Hotel, Papa Juliet, Quebec. Oh, that's the QF33. Awesome. Right, good. Surui SH25, good fluid head, really recommend it. Great tripod. Sorry? Not overly, no. About 300 New Zealand. Yeah, I got free shipping too. Oh no, this one's really good. Don't think it was on sale either. Oh, Ali's saying the new Emirates A380 livery is landing later on. Damn. So that lands at about 5:50. Oh, there it is. It's actually... Oh no, that's Dubai Melbourne. That's also the new livery. We'll just grab this Q400 coming in from Karakara. National Jet Express -8 400. Victor Hotel 8 Quebec Alpha. So our Qantas flight 33 is now turning onto final approach for runway 03. It's a Boeing 787-9 registered Victor Hotel Zulu November Alpha. So no, the Dubai Perth flight is actually in the normal livery. The new livery is heading to Melbourne. It's just to the south of us now at 37,000 feet. I've been here since 8:30 this morning, something like that. That's one of the shorter days that I've done, that's for sure. Dasvid 70 heading off. Thank you for tuning in. Captain Josh, yeah, 319. Always cool to see those as well. Yeah, I'm not too sure why the viewing place would close. It's really strange. Yeah, but I guess so. So Qantas 787-9's just turned on to short finals. Edelweiss is how do you pronounce that? Viewing platform closes at 5:30 in winter for security purposes. 7:30 and summer about sunset. Yeah, I still don't get the security purposes though. There's a big fence right there. But that's alright. Keep the troublemakers out, I suppose. This aircraft going to Paris later tonight. QF33, the first flight to Paris in 20 years. Here it is. Victor Hotel, Zulu November Alpha. The first Qantas flight 33 heading off to Paris. Arriving after a 4.5 hour flight from Sydney. Our Thai Airways Boeing 787-8 is now pushing back. That will be the last movement of the stream. It'll come and depart off of runway 03. That aircraft, Victor Hotel Zulu November Alpha, was the first 787 delivered to Qantas. Saw it take off on Sydney stream earlier. Oh, so Sid Squad must have been live. Thank you, Scott. Next aircraft in on runway 03, sorry. From Broome, an Airbus A320-200, registered Victor Hotel, uniform Victor Papa. Virgin A320 also heading out. Qantas flight 1655. Yeah, that'll be the last movement of the stream. That Thai 787-8. Yeah, it's quite a funny looking plane. It's like the A319 a little bit. Right. Yeah. Alliance Airlines will be the next one on runway 03, arriving from Leinster. Fokker 100. I did. That's. Are they going to paint it at all? That Eyemask? They definitely are taking the time. It's alright. It's pretty cool to see something a bit different. This Fokker 100, just on final approach for what is it? 03. Victor Hotel, uniform Quebec Bravo. Cool landing lights. Singapore Airlines A350-900 also pinging from internationals. Thai Airways 787 taxiing out as well. Just peeking over from behind the terminal there. Saw that one arrive earlier on in the stream. Look forward to seeing it depart as our last movement of the stream. Next aircraft to arrive on 03 is a Fokker 100 of QANTASlink, operated by Network Aviation, coming in from Christmas Creek. Victor Hotel, November Hotel, Quebec. Spin around and have a look at this aircraft. That could be a good reason there, Ian. Parking area turned into a drift pad. Not really what you want to be happening. Seen that Qantas leave Sydney early today. Awesome, Craig. Operate the A340s from Swiss out of Zurich. We're starting to see them use pretty much the whole runway. But also Frankfurt has a lot of A340 300s and 600s. Yeah, operated by Lufthansa. I forgot about those. So plenty of reasons to go and plane spot over in Europe. Julia flights from Brisbane were over there a bit earlier as well. Good friends there. Virgin Australia Boeing 737-800 from Broome. 700, sorry. Velocity 1486. Victor Hotel, November Victor Whiskey. Gigaboat in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. And Rob, good evening. Just in time to witness our final movement as it taxis down here to the end of runway 03. Finishing off the stream for today, day 1 of the Australasia Winter Live Tour. Absolutely, been out here since 8:30 this morning. We've been streaming since 8:30 this morning. I've been out here since about just before 8. Liking the stream is free. Really helps me out. Here we go. Thai Airways Boeing 787-8 heading off to Bangkok. Rolling departure, here we go. Thai Airways flight 482 off to Bangkok. Their Hotel Sierra Tango Quebec Echo, their registration. That aircraft marks the last departure of the stream. We'll catch this aircraft arriving, and this is the last movement. I'll have to pack up. I've got 15 minutes, and that's very short. National Jet Express Q400 coming in from Dundee. An hour 34 flight. Victor Hotel, India Yankee Victor. Thank you very much for watching day 1 of the Australasia Live Plane Spotting Tour. It's been a privilege having your company this evening. Throughout the day, plenty of you have been tuned in the whole day. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, link in the description. Win yourself some Qantas pyjamas. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.